Welcome to a brand new set here. Now, let me tell you right up front, we're not changing Homekeepers that much, but once in a while you'll see us here in this studio because maybe the guest or perhaps a product that we're pushing. And I want to be sure and have my sidekicks on more often, and that's Wanda Bascom and Stephanie O'Neill, who will join us later. And so it just gives us a little more expansion here, and we call it Homekeepers Viewpoint. And so this very first program, I'm so happy to have someone familiar to you and my friend, Dr. John Young. Welcome, you're on this first guest.
Got a new tie just for this.
And we didn't plan our colors, really, but we want to talk about something that he's added to his practice. If you're you're really familiar with the program, you know that he's been on, and we have pushed health products from his Young Foundational Center. And he is a medical doctor, and just to go over a little bit of your background, you notice that some of the things you were doing were not beneficial, that people weren't really getting better with one prescription after another. And that's been a few years ago. And so you got into some health products, and combining the two, it's been quite successful.
Right. I think the whole idea is you just don't wait for the big 5 pharmaceutical companies to give you what to do. I think you need to kind of be like an engineer. Go out and figure out what's going on. What do you need to do to get where you want to with these patients?
Yeah, and maybe go back to some of the things that God planned, you know, where you put nutritious things in your body and you move it around, you exercise a lot. But you have added skin care. And I'm just dying to hear your answer on this. How much skin care do you study in med school?
You take dermatology for about 6 weeks, and so you don't have any on-call, so it's a real easy time. And then you kind of learn you either use steroids or send them to the dermatologist, and that's all you do.
Yes, and actually, though, the skin is the largest organ in the body. It's not something to be taken lightly.
No. And I mean, you detoxify through the skin. It's very important. It's protective, a number of things. I really got interested in the skin when I was in Africa. Everything starts in Africa for me. And I ran a pediatric burn unit, 36 beds. And I was dealing with these kids that had terrible burns. One day, a whole family, 9 people were burned severely from a lightning strike in their little house they lived in. And the scary thing was we would get them better, but the scarring, they actually became beggars. They became outcasts. It was just terrible. And I just really started wondering what are some things that I could do or we could do to really do something for that terrible scarring. And later on in life, I did some study with a spray that we used that seemed to reduce burn pain and reduce the scarring. But just the scarring from whether it's acne, burns, whatever, does affect a person and how they look at themselves, how the society looks at that person, like, oh, you know, we want to stay away from those people. And I kind of just fell into it like that.
And later in the program, we're going to be talking about a treatment that's fairly new, it's certainly new to me, called microneedling. And I believe the basis of that was for acne scars. And so we'll be telling people about that. Now, you brought on Lesa Caryl.
Right.
And let me see if I can say this word right. She's a medical esthetician.
How'd I
do?
Perfect.
And that's somebody that works with the skin.
Right.
And so you brought her into your practice, and so you, for your patients who need it, you have someone right there.
Right. I did it for the acne scarring, severe acne scarring. But the other thing is I had a couple patients. One girl was kind of, as a baby, was really kind of harmed by relatives and terrible burns. And so she kind of went, I mean, that was about the motion because of all the scarring. It pulls the neck and all that. And so we worked on her with this treatment, and all of a sudden, boy, the movement came back.
Really?
And a lot of the scarring got less and less. And it made a huge difference in her life. I even had a girl that burned her foot severely, and she couldn't run because the scarring, she couldn't bend her big toe. Keloids, which is when you get...
What's that?
It's a very thickened scar. African Americans, you see a lot of it, where the scar kind of swells up. You can do steroids, they don't always work. You do more surgery, you make it worse. And so we started treating these people, and this girl, we treated her a couple times, and it went from couldn't bend her toe to could bend it normally. The keloiding went away, the skin returned to normal. And if she had gone, you know, to the regular burn institute, it would have cost her several $1,000s. And it cost her a couple hundred, and got the same results.
You know, I look back over your over the progress and that you start out to be this medical doctor, and there's really no end to the things that can be done for people who they're in pain or they're not well, and there's more than one avenue for it. Now, if these people had come to you before you had Lesa there, what would you have done for them? Is there a steroid? Is there some kind of medication?
But they'd already tried that. It didn't, nothing worked, you know, and you're just kind of like, okay, well, you know, maybe check with me in 6 months. So it's interesting how God leads, and you put things together, and you know, none of this is by accident.
Now, how did you find Lesa? There's, like I said, a medical esthetician, and I guess there are regular ones.
Right.
What's the difference?
Well, I won't take credit for this, my office manager, Maria. I said, I'm looking for someone that can do some microneedling with umbilical cord stem cells to really do something with the scarring. Yes, it's great that we look great, you know, skin and all that, but I mean, I wanted to do it for some medical problems. And so...
So you need a medical person.
Perfect, yes, and we got one.
Yes, and how long has she been there? And you've mentioned a couple of really good testimonies,
right.
But has it made quite a difference?
About a year, yes. And the feedback that I get from patients is we're very happy. And it's the patients you're doing this for. And then also I've done it myself, and I'm trying to stay as young looking as you.
Excuse me.
What did I say?
I'm about ready to get my 9th great-grandchild here, so. But also for not just the appearance. I did have a grandson that for a brief amount of time, really serious acne, and I wanted to cry because he's so good looking, and it's fine now. He got the treatment and all. But I think we don't realize what in our society, maybe not all of them, that it does to a person, to their whole sense and self, and that messes up their communication skills.
Well, I mean, you know, whether you're at Publix or Walmart or wherever, you see people with some type of deformity, and I'm not saying every deformity we can fix, but you know, the port wine stain, you know, that can be very debilitating. And the interesting thing is that Lesa had that, and how the stem cells have made a huge difference there. So, you know, I don't look at it as vanity so much as, at least from the medical aspect, looking at maybe there's some new things that we can do, because if a patient feels that they are ugly, it really affects everything in their life.
Well, it's been interesting. If this is the first time you've ever met Dr. Young, he started out as a medical doctor, went to Africa and did some missionary work there. And it was really there that you noticed that people weren't really getting better like you would like to see them. And he moved into more of a health, integrated the two, which is the best.
Right.
God gives us the medical knowledge, but he also creates things to come out of the ground that make us healthy.
And I tell people, listen, you should go to a doctor to get better. And being on more and more meds, to me, is not getting better.
Yeah.
And you need to talk to your doctor and say, listen, I'm on a lot of meds. Can you get me better, or are you just slowing my progress to death?
And from that came your Young Power Shake. I had one this
Right.
morning, a wonderful protein shake. And so it's great to see it all just broaden out and
Well,
more and
thank
more
you.
things
Thank
to
you.
offer. And this beautiful Lesa Caryl we've been talking about, you're going to meet her. So stay with us. And also some of your favorites, Wanda and Stephanie, are going to join us. And we're going to talk about various kinds of facials and treatments that you might find interesting, and you might find something that would work for you. So stay right there. Stay with us.
The quest for beautiful skin reaches all the way back to the Middle Ages and continues to this day. That's why Dr. John Young, founder of Young Foundational Health Center, has added skincare to his menu of services. In his pursuit for excellence, Dr. Young has chosen medical esthetician Lesa Caryl to provide a full variety of facials, treatments, and products. Because of this television special, designed to introduce you to Lesa, we're offering a 20% discount for all treatments, which includes everything from a basic custom facial to the new groundbreaking stem cell microneedling. Lesa Caryl is located in Largo, which is in the Tampa Bay area of Florida. If this location works for you, just call Skincare by Lesa at 1-844-460-9444 to find out which treatment will work best for you. And remember, this initial presentation offers 20% off of all regular prices. If this location doesn't work for you, you can call anyway. Leave your name and telephone number where you can be reached, and Lesa will return your call and answer any questions you might have. Be sure you make note of that number, 1-844-460-9444. Operators are ready to receive your call.
All right, I've been joined by some beautiful friends and some longtime friends. And that's Stephanie, how many years?
Almost 20.
Almost 20. Wanda?
Almost 21.
Wanda's my assistant. She is the assistant to the president. And our new friend here, Lesa Caryl.
Hello.
Good
She
morning.
is the
Hi.
medical
Hi.
esthetician. How am I doing on that?
You are
word?
doing great. You're doing wonderful.
Oh, man, that is a tongue twister. Girls, first of all, I went to get some mugs.
Yes.
Oh, they're beautiful.
And I don't know if you can get it. I don't know if you can get
We
a
love
close
'em.
up, but it says Jesus and coffee.
Can't get any better.
What a combination!
You don't
Right.
need anything
Those
else.
are great.
No, no.
That's great.
Stephanie and I are the early birds here in the morning, and we need Jesus, don't we? With our coffee.
So very much.
Well, Lesa, I want to welcome you.
Thank
and
you.
I have met her in her office, and she has given me some treatments, and it's the ultimate luxury. I think
Well, thank you.
a facial and a massage. Is it getting better than that?
No, not really.
Not at all.
Well, thank you.
So I talked to Dr. Young about this just a little bit, but what more did you have to do to become a medical esthetician? Because there are, I guess, regular estheticians.
Right. There are two designations, a person who is an esthetician and then a person who becomes a medical esthetician. And basically it's the amount of training and the number of hours that one stays in school with the goal of providing medical treatments and getting to know more about skin disorders, skin conditions, how they can be treated, how they should not be treated. So there are a lot of variables there.
A lot of things I hadn't thought of, that's for sure.
It's a little more in depth than what a lot of people can really, imagine until you get to know that better. For me, it was just a natural fit in my life.
And Wanda and Stephanie have some questions, and so before we get into the kind of treatments, you girls have something?
You want to go first?
You go ahead.
Okay.
And then
As a
pick which one I
cancer
wanna answer.
survivor,
And
for
it's
cancer
wonderful.
patient survivors, I noticed, I went through the surgery, I had radiation. Luckily, I didn't have to have chemo, but I know a lot of people have.
Right.
Now I'm on cancer meds, and
Right.
I just know my skin has just never been the same. It's dull, it's lifeless. I can't moisturize enough. I can't drink enough water to bring it back to life. So I'm just
Right.
wondering, is there anything we can do at home
Right.
that might be of assistance to that?
Well, I think that you're on a good track by watching your diet and hydrating well, and just giving yourself the patience to heal and continue healing. All of that, the radiation, all of that is just going to have to keep detoxifying from your body, and it's going to affect your skin. One thing I would suggest would be to come in and have a facial with me. I take special precautions for taking care of you and doing a couple of different layers of exfoliation that we know will not irritate you as much as it's going to enhance what you have now, which is currently beautiful.
wow.
So, and yeah, and
my new
so
best
happy
friend.
that for your survival. Yeah. So it's enhancement. It's about enhancing that, but it also, I mean, very importantly, is about exfoliating skin cells that are going to hang on, that you don't want them to hang on. We want to get rid of those and keep you hydrated and keep you on real sensitive products.
Okay,
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
good to know.
Excellent.
What,
What
you,
do
told
I have
me,
to-
you told me ahead of time and I forgot.
Huh?
What you wanted to ask her.
Oh, she's got a list.
I have
Yeah,
a
she's
whole
got a list.
I've got a list of
She has
questions I was going to
pages.
ask her. But,
Pages.
okay, well, one of my questions was, I know the importance of collagen in our bodies, and that I read at around 25 we start losing our collagen. So
Right.
what's the best way, obviously other than maybe injections, to replace that, and how can we best care for ourselves I'm way past the menopause stage, so I have hormonal issues, and
Right.
so how do you resolve some of that?
Boy, that's about a 3-hour conversation, but no,
good question.
but we're going to tackle that.
Okay.
That is a great
All right.
question. It's
Yeah.
a lot of really good questions in
Okay.
there and information.
All
We
right.
do, studies will show at about 35, the collagen production starts lowering, as
Waning.
well as many other goodies, can we say, that we need in our body. Hormonal imbalances will also impact that. So
Right.
we just kind of, from my perspective, we take that to good facials, once again, with several of the different treatments that I do. We also look at a really good home protocol. We look at your nutrition, your supplements. That's one of the reasons why it's such a good fit for me with Dr. Young, is he's approaching health from an inside, good nutrition,
what you
good
need.
supplements. You
Yeah.
need that, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's going to come out on your skin, and then I'm going
Right.
to take care of what's happening on the outside.
Gotcha.
Yes, let me
Very good.
remind you, there's a phone number on your screen. That's 1-844-4609-444. And Lesa is in this greater Tampa Bay area. And it would be a good idea, if, as you learn more about her and her treatments, you might want to meet her personally. And you can use that number that they will take your information and you will call them.
Yes.
So I think that's a really good deal for our viewers. Now, before we get into the different types, you had a port wine stain.
Yes, I did.
Now, most people have seen those. They probably haven't heard the name of it, but it really can be debilitating.
Oh, it absolutely
and
can.
wasn't yours?
Mine was on the left side of my face, and oddly, I always explained it as looking like the continent of Africa. So there's another tie that I have to Dr. Young.
Love it.
But I had it
Were you
from
born
birth.
with it? Yeah.
I had it from
Yeah.
birth. So the most frequently asked question that I ever encountered in my life is, "Oh, what's that thing on your face?" Or the comment would be made, "Oh, you
Sure.
could be pretty, but you have that
But
thing
you
on
have
your
that,
face."
yeah.
So that started my studies of skincare from a very early age, and the ways to correct or not correct a port wine stain were what I thought was a little barbaric at the time. So I kind of waited through the years, and I did, 30 years ago, there was a laser that was introduced that was very effective in removing most of it. However, with lasers, with any kind of laser treatment that one gets, you cannot go into that periorbital area. You don't want it to get too close to your eyeball.
Right.
Obviously, you don't want it to hurt your eyeballs. So I still had part of it in this area. When I joined Dr. Young's practice, I've done some microneedling with stem cells on that area, and it's reduced whatever, the small part that was left, it's reduced that by another 75%.
You don't have it anymore.
Wow.
So
Not at all.
it's just a,
You can't see a thing.
No.
no.
You're
thank-
really
no,
beautiful.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And
Thanks. I
all of
appreciate
us
that.
remember
Thank
through the
you.
years we've had friends with
Oh,
those,
yeah.
and sad.
Yeah.
Let's go through a custom facial. I think most people would understand. That's the bottom of the totem pole, right? That's your introductory.
Right.
What is microdermabrasion?
Microdermabrasion is an exfoliate. It's called a mechanical exfoliant. So it's the actual machine that is going to help lift those dead skin cells and take those away. So for me in my practice, everyone gets a custom facial because everyone's different. Everyone's skin is different. That's something that's kept this practice for me so fascinating, that everyone responds differently to everything that is done. So microdermabrasion is I fold that into a custom facial.
Right.
Pretty much everyone gets a little bit of that unless they're too sensitive to withstand it. But it's and that's basically it. So it's helping to lift those dead skin cells.
Yes, and this lady, she really does it all. And so if you're in the Tampa Bay area, I just want you to know where she's located. Might be very convenient for you to come, but maybe some people want to fly from New York to meet you. That's okay too, isn't it?
That is just fine. I worked on someone from Portland, Oregon yesterday, so
that's
that's always
great.
fine. Yes.
Have you ever had a professional facial?
I have not.
I think you would. I think that you should
You
come and
think
see me. I think you should come see me, definitely.
Yeah. When we come back, we're going to talk as quickly as we can about chemical peels, a wrinkle lift. What is? I want it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
We're totally on board with that one.
Perfection lift, acne, a beta lift. I don't know what that is either. But the micro needling, the movie stars are doing that. That's quite new. We really want to educate you on that. So listen to this message, and then we will be right back more with Lesa Caryl.
The quest for beautiful skin reaches all the way back to the Middle Ages and continues to this day. That's why Dr. John Young, founder of Young Foundational Health Center, has added skincare to his menu of services. In his pursuit for excellence, Dr. Young has chosen medical esthetician Lesa Caryl to provide a full variety of facials, treatments, and products. Because of this television special, designed to introduce you to Lesa, we're offering a 20% discount for all treatments, which includes everything from a basic custom facial to the new groundbreaking stem cell microneedling. Lesa Caryl is located in Largo, which is in the Tampa Bay area of Florida. If this location works for you, just call Skincare by Lesa at 1-844-460-9444 to find out which treatment will work best for you. And remember, this initial presentation offers 20% off of all regular prices. If this location doesn't work for you, you can call anyway. Leave your name and telephone number where you can be reached, and Lesa will return your call and answer any questions you might have. Be sure you make note of that number, 1-844-460-9444. Operators are ready to receive your call.
Okay, thank you, Leo. And we're back with Lesa Caryl and Wanda Bascom and Stephanie O'Neill, and we're having girl talk. No, nothing better than girl talk.
That's right.
All right. Boy, you do everything, girl. We talked about your custom facial, which is kind of the introductory, microdermabrasion and chemical peels. I've heard of those. I had a friend who had one, and they really burned her.
Yeah.
Chemical peels have evolved over the last 10 years in a very, what I think is a very productive and good way. Back in the day, it was trichloric acid, it was glycolic acid. Now we have blends of acids. We can bring the heat down, and you actually had a light chemical peel when you had your custom facial. Yes.
She was sleeping. She didn't even know what was happening.
That's too much story. She was sleeping.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting in that with everyone being different and everyone having certain conditions, I can address that condition by using a different blend of acid that isn't necessarily going to be really strong and isn't necessarily going to be the big peeling where people are burned.
Doesn't it feel good, girls? Like she knows everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't be afraid to go.
Well, thank you.
I had a friend who had it years ago, and her face was always shiny after that, and
Right.
she suffered. So, but
And
your
that happened a
opening
lot.
statement was they have really evolved. What is a wrinkle lift? Because most people think that's plastic surgery.
Well,
Yeah.
no, a wrinkle lift, it's a blend of chemicals, and it's under the chemical peel list that I use, and I've used that on you, actually.
I love this.
And it
This
was
is getting
good. It
good.
was
No
good.
secrets
It
here.
was good. I mean, what I would say with chemical peels, they're very good, and there's definitely a place for them, but where we're really evolving into rapidly is microneedling, and they can be used in combination with microneedling. They can be used without, or microneedling can be utilized without having to use a chemical peel. Chemical peels, microneedling can actually go into areas that chemical peels and lasers and any other invasive types of treatments cannot go.
Yes, and this, as I understand, is the thing in Hollywood now. I don't know her, but I read somewhere that Kim Kardashian, they do the microneedling.
Oh,
and,
yes, yes.
What
So,
don't they do? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They got the money for
Yeah, she put it on the map a little bit. It was a rather misleading ad because microneedling doesn't involve a lot of bleeding, and they put an ad that they actually had taken blood after the microneedling and put that on her face. So it was a little misleading.
Yeah,
yet
because it's not a bleeding thing.
No, but it did serve a good purpose because it really did get the attention of a lot of people, and they started taking a look at it. And microneedling initially, when it was used and discovered, it was for burn treatment.
And also for acne, wasn't
well, it went from, it kind of jumped from there, from burn treatment. It was doing so well for burn victims that they thought, well, what about scarring? What about acne scarring? What about stretch marks? Is very effective for that as well. Now, we're taking the game way up and doing something that no one in the Tampa Bay area is doing, and that's using the umbilical cord stem cells. And we're getting a great response with that. It's fascinating. It's just really fascinating to watch.
Wow.
And I think this program has introduced our audience to stem cells. And I had them in my knees, and it really corrected the arthritis, or certainly put it at bay at least. And so you're putting these in the microneedling. It really is teeny tiny needles, isn't it?
Yes, it's a cartridge that has 12 tiny needles. It's not scary. I'm very frightened of needles,
Okay,
as they can tell you. I'm very frightened of needles, and I can do this all day.
And you can do it? Okay.
But it's a cartridge that has 12 tiny needles, and they oscillate at a certain depth and speed, and I control that based upon the area and where we are. And I need to create an injury response from the skin. So I know I've been trained how to do that.
Okay.
Now, while I'm microneedling, I'm actually putting the stem cells combined in a serum with vitamins A, C, and E, and we're putting that into the skin. So the microneedling is forcing that to penetrate into the skin.
Well, we are almost out of time. But boy, have you educated
I'd love to talk all
us.
day
This
with
went
you.
really
This has
fast.
been
Way too
great.
fast. I have so many more questions.
Well, we can
Thank
do
you.
it again.
Another
Yes, let's do it
segment.
again.
That would be
I
great.
hope
Thank
you
you.
have noted the 800 number, and you can call that and get information, and Lesa will return your call. You can tell she's just a volume of information, and I have been with her a couple of times, and she really knows what she's doing. So if this is something that you need and something that's important to you, hope you've learned a lot and that you'll take advantage of that. And please join me next time. We will see you then. God bless.
If you should miss a Homekeepers program, you can catch up by going to www.ctnonline.com. Click on CTN Programs and then on Homekeepers.